sent y'all, and I put it on YouTube, which was Thursday. And we did a little bit of calculator integration, and we did a little bit of regular integration by hand. And I'm going to do some more of that today, except with homework problems. I got one more problem that I wanted to show you. And it's this problem right here. And we're going to do it by hand. And then we're going to check it on the calculator. Oh, and if you don't know what I'm talking about with the calculator, then you didn't watch the video. So don't tell on yourself. All right, here we go. The y is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 6. And y, or g of x, or y, is equal to 3x. All right, besides rewriting, what's the first thing you do? Because you don't need to rewrite anything on this one. What's the first thing you need to do when you do an area between curves? What's the first thing you need to do?
Would it be sketch?
I can't hear you. What?
Would it be like sketch or graph it?
Sketch it or graph it. Good job. Do it. Any of y'all ever heard of a free body diagram?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody?
Yeah.
What subject do you
Yes.
hear free body diagram in?
Physics.
Physics, statics, dynamics, thermodynamics. I made a C in thermodynamics, and I'm damn proud of that. Would I take it again? Hell to the no. If I ever go back and finish my civil engineering degree, which I won't, I will not have to take thermodynamics. And if they tell me I do, then I'll tell them to go jump in a lake. All right. So we know we got a, and yes, you should have it sketched out by now. If you don't have this sketched out, then you don't know your family graphs. You got a y-intercept of -6. It's a regular parabola with a 1. Y is equal to 3x, 45 degrees elevated because of the 3 going through the origin. There's your first step. Now somebody tell me what's the second step?
Find the intercepts.
Find the intercepts. Good job. Find where they intersect each other. How do you do that algebraically?
Set them equal to each other.
Dadgum, somebody actually watched the video. Who was that answering questions? Did you actually watch the video? Wow. So you're the one. X squared plus 2x minus 6 is equal to 3x. X squared plus 2x minus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. X squared minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Reverse FOIL. We know the 1 right here has to be negative, so therefore the negative goes with the 3. This means unlike, so that means a positive. So -2 to positive what? Okay, now what? One,
Integrate.
you graphed it. 2, you found the intersection. What's the third step? That means somebody needs to read the word that I just put out.
Set up.
Set up.
Thank you. Y'all suck. All right, go ahead. Set up the antiderivative. Mr. Paris, where do you work?
I work for an environmental laboratory out of Columbia.
What happens if people in that business that you're in don't talk to each other?
Somebody misses something somewhere and someone else gets disappointed.
And what happens?
It depends on who you disappoint.
Well, the whole point is you don't get a slap on the back, do you?
No, typically not.
Okay. Just want people to know what happens. Tide Pod generation, it won't work in the real world. So just letting y'all know that the Tide Pod way of thinking, I'm not going to talk to anybody, that don't work in the real world. My son said I shouldn't say the Tide Pod generation. Okay? I don't know what else to call you. I mean, you don't talk to anybody. And when I'm in the room, when I'm in the classroom, this is no joke. I will walk into the classroom and the room will be dark. Nobody will turn the light on, and there'll be people in there sitting in the dark. I just don't understand it. My generation is much different. Set up. Where is the area going to from where to where? From -2 to 3. Somebody tell me which one is the dominant function over the area, over the region. Which one is the dominant function?
3.
Would it be 3x?
3x. So 3x minus, I went to Walgreens this morning, got some Bics. They were out of Sharpies, so I had to get Bics.
You need to sue them.
I know. I'm going to call or write a bad email, and they'll send me free ones. I've done that before. Let's go with x squared plus 2x minus 6 dx. All right, go ahead and start working with that. And I'll continue it on the next page. Antiderivative from -2 to 3 of 3x minus x squared minus 2x plus 6 dx. Antiderivative from -2 to 3 of -x squared plus x plus 6 dx. -x squared over 2, 3 over 3, plus x squared over 2, plus 6x, evaluated at -2 and 3. All right, I'm going to give you a minute to work on that math. Mr. Paris, environmental is where it is now, man. Environmental and solid waste. That's where it's at right now. That's where the money is.
There is a lot of environmental is one sector that never slows down, and the way that climate change and all that is, it's not going anywhere.
And the way the tree hugger population is going up, the environmental ain't going nowhere. Oh, I'm sorry. I said tree hugger, I'm sorry. Extremist, how about that? I don't think I would be approved by OSHA and the EPA out here on the farm. So nobody better come out here and tell me that I got to put a bridge across my creek for my cows. I'm sorry, my cows are going to walk through the creek. Do you know there was a proposal to put balloons on cows in California?
Is that for like their methane?
Yeah. Can you see it now? A herd of 500 cows with balloons. Right. I ain't kidding you. I think the United States has lost their damn mind. Can you imagine China going, oh, we need to put balloons on our cows so we don't destroy the ozone layer?
In China, whoever created that idea would be in Siberia by the end of the afternoon.
Yeah, China is drill baby drill. They don't care if they kill people. They don't care if they kill lizards. They drill baby drill. That's why they're kicking our butts. Not to mention padding the pockets of a lot of politicians. All right, negative parentheses cubed over 3 plus parentheses squared over 2 plus 6 times parentheses minus negative parentheses cubed over 3 plus parentheses square over 2 plus 6 times parentheses, and that negative represents that number, I meant that long line, and that 3 goes here, and that 2 goes here. And you work that out, you're going to get 125 over 6. Dot, dot, dot. 125 over 6. Somebody tell me what 125 over 6 is equal to.
$20.83.
I'm sorry, what?
20.83.
All right, now let's do it on the calculator. Now, if you heard me on the video for the 1 or 2 people that watched it, I told you the calculator is used, when you get in a tight spot or when you're checking. If you try to go into Calc 2 next semester with some of those people that don't have a sense of humor, and you try to do everything on the calculator, they will eat your lunch. Okay? You better not try that. I wouldn't try that if I was you. All right, so here we go. Let's do it on the calculator to check our work. And remember, I did every one of the problems on the video with the calculator. So if you didn't watch the video, you have no idea what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and set up y is equal to And our problem was x squared plus 2x minus 6. And 3x is dominant, so I'm going to hit clear. And I'm going to put a 3x there. And down here, I'm going to hit clear, and I'm going to put x squared plus 2x minus 6. X squared plus 2x minus 6. And graph it just so you can, this is what you would do. There you go. Oops, hold on. Let me take that y is equal out. X is equal, clear. There we go. And I'm going to set it up with the math. Antiderivative from -2 to 3. And the setup is -x squared plus x plus 6 and x. And we got what? 20.83 or 125 over 6?
Yes.
Look at there. It's a miracle. And I bet some of y'all didn't know how to do that until you watched the video or what did it just now. See? You are learning something in here, aren't you? All right, here is a homework question. And I want y'all to start it. Is it a test question? Yes. Why is it a test question? Because it makes you think a little bit. Y is equal e to the x. Y is equal to e to the -4x. And x is equal to natural log of 3. Now, why would I put this on a test? Because most of you would do what when you read this?
Give up.
Wait.
Quit. Why would you shy away from this problem, skip it, or not even do it?
Because it's e to the x.
Because it's e to the x, and that scares y'all. What's the first thing you do?
Set them
Read
both
right.
equal to each other.
Sketch it or graph it. You got to sketch it or graph it so you see what you got. You don't know what you got right here. So sketch it or graph it. Use your calculator. And graph all 3 of those. And if you watch my video, no, let's see. No, we haven't done this yet. I'm going to show you how to graph x is equal to natural log of 3. It's on your calculator. All you got to do is go up and hit x is equal. Go ahead and graph those 3. Oh, I tell you what. Gas is over $3 a gallon. And the stock market is not doing the best it's doing. It's up 100 points today, but not much.
Are you taking a look at Dogecoin?
I'm not looking at it. I'm kind of sick right now. I mean, it's
Alright,
staying
I won't
steady.
say
I mean,
anything.
it's not
I would
dropping.
recommend-
but
Yeah,
I'd recommend not looking at
it's
it.
staying steady, but like, I don't know.
it's pissing me off. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to get I'm not gonna get paper hands. I got too many Dogecoin. I got too many.
No, I wouldn't sell anything.
So I'm gonna hold on, because if Elon Musk believes in it, then chances are it's gonna be up there one day. So I'm just gonna keep holding.
One day will be.
One day.
Not today.
I might be.
Not tomorrow.
I might be in a wheelchair peeing all over myself, but or drooling all over myself. But it will be one day.
Yeah, it will. Did you see the Nintendo 64 Mario? You see how much that sold for recently? There was an auction. So it was an unopened Nintendo 64 classic Mario game. Sold for, I think it was like $1.8 million or something like that.
I can't believe somebody would pay that much money for a game.
Yeah, but you know how much it was whenever it came out. I mean,
yeah,
it wasn't anything. It makes you think, like, what's the next thing going to be in terms of like 30 years from now?
Well, I guarantee you, if I have something in my house that's 30 years old and I put my hand on it and I sell it to the public, it would go down in value.
Probably.
Just like right now. That's why Dogecoin is going down, because I have Dogecoin. That's why it's going down. If I was to sell all my Dogecoin right now, you know what would happen? It'd go through the roof.
We need to work out a deal.
Yeah, we need to figure this thing out. Oh, and Shiba, if Shiba ever hit a dime, I could retire. But it's not. It's going to keep going down to negative 5,000 hundredths. And then when I sell mine, it'll go to 20 cents.
Yep.
All right.
Unfortunate.
Yep. Here we go. So I'm going to clear and I'm going to draw. I mean, you can draw it. I mean, it's not hard to draw. We'll make, I'm going to use my new Bics. Make this one orange. And make this one green. And make this one, I got some funky looking colors with these Bics. Let's see what this blue looks like. Oh my Lord, the whole thing come out. And this is blue. So we all know what e to the x looks like. That looks like crossing 1. So therefore, e to the negative 4x would be going in the opposite direction and be a little bit more compressed. And then where is the natural x is equal to the natural log of 3? What is that? Somebody tell me what kind of line that is. X is equal to a number.
It's a horizontal.
Would that be a
It's
vertical?
parallel to the y-axis.
To y-axis.
Parallel to the y-axis, Hubert. That's right, class. That's some of that algebra review that I gave y'all a long time ago. So the region that they're wanting is right there. Now somebody tell me the parameters of this yellow region. And it's right in front of you. All you have to do is just say it.
Would it be 0 and ln to the 3?
That's it. Because what is the natural log of 3? Don't calculate it. What is it? Is it a letter or is it a number?
It's a number.
A number.
This is equal to a number. So this is just like having a 4. You could just say x is equal to 4. That's a number. But when people see this, along with this, they go, oh, hell, let's don't do this problem because we don't know how to do it. It's subconscious. That's what happens on a test or homework. So here's the area you want, and you know that it's going to be from 0 to the natural log of 3. Somebody tell me which one is the dominant along the region. E to the x minus e to the negative 4x dx. Here's your setup. Now let's graph it on the calculator. Y is equal to, clear, e to the x, second, natural log, x power, clear, second, e to the negative 4x, and then go up to x is equal, and hit natural log of 3. Ooh, let's see that orange. Look at there. Natural log of 3. And graph. And I'm going to zoom box. Y'all didn't
Hey,
know you
Hubert.
could do that, did you? Somebody didn't know they could do that.
Hey, I don't have an X in my Y's.
Okay,
Do
hold
you
on a
know
minute. I'll
if
tell
that's
you
a
how to
thing
get it
that's
on
turned-
there.
Okay.
If I like you, I'll show you. If I don't like you, I'm not going to show you.
That's disappointing.
That's funny. That's disappointing. There you go. Okay, now, if you don't have x is equal, I'll show you how to get there. Go to, where is invariance? Hold on. Go to math, apps. There it is. Hit apps and go down to number 7 and hit equals. And then hit equals or continue. And then it should show up. Let me know if it shows up.
Yes, sir.
Now remember, every time you turn on your calculator, you might have to turn it on. I don't know. Some calculators default it and keep it. Some don't. But again, you go to apps, n equals, and continue. And that turns it on. And graph, and there's your region. Now let's do it by hand. Zero to natural log of 3, e to the x minus e to the negative 4x dx. Somebody tell me, what is the antiderivative and the derivative of e to the x?
E to the x.
E to the X.
Good job. If you miss that on the test, please don't tell anybody. Minus e to the negative 4x over what? E to the negative 4x over what?
Negative 4X.
Not negative 4x, but negative
4.
4. You take the derivative of what's inside. Evaluated at 0 and natural log of 3. And that's going to be e to the x plus e to the negative 4x over 4. Evaluated at 0 and natural log of 3. Now here is your setup without the antiderivative. In other words, you've taken it. Why does student stop here? Because it's e to the x. But what are you going to find out after you do this? It's really what? Very simple. So go ahead and plug and chug. It's actually very simple. But you got to remember your properties of logarithms. If you don't remember your properties of logarithms, you're going to sit there and stare at it for 15 minutes. Mr. Secoy, you look like a Stephen King type person. You got all them books and papers and stuff around. You look like you're writing a book or something.
I have a large English research paper due in a few days.
I figured it was a paper.
The inferior subject.
There is no way in Hades I could be an English, a history, or a psychology teacher. I have to sit around and read. Oh hell no! There's no way.
Yeah,
I can't even read my own paper, much less read 50 other people. No way. You got to be a special type person to read 30 papers. There ain't no way. So this is going
why
to
do
be
they
E
assign
to the parentheses.
why do they assign so much like English for like engineering majors and stuff?
Because you have to write up proposals. And let me tell you,
they just teach that in like one class.
Well, they teach that in technical writing. I had to take that also when I was in civil engineering. 314, English 314. But I don't know. I have no idea. I guess they feel like you need to be, it is kind of bad if an engineer don't know how to write. That would be a turnoff in a proposal for a client. That would be a turnoff. Spell K-A-T.
Yeah, you definitely need to be able to effectively communicate with clients in an engineering field for sure.
Yep. There's that word again. Mr. Paris said it. I didn't. It's called communicate. Weaned on the pickle people are going, we don't have to communicate. Okay, don't communicate and see what happens. You'll be in the unemployment line. Which old Joe, he don't mind that. Oh, sorry, I said that. Bad, Hubert. What?
I'm going to say, I heard unemployment quit paying this week.
Hubert, shut up. Hubert, shut up. Hubert's going to shut up. Hubert's not going to say anything. Leader of the free world can't even make a ham sandwich. All right, let's go ahead and plug and chug. -3 is my green number. I'm sorry, not -3. Natural log of 3. Natural log of 3. 0. And 0. Now, I'm going to take my pink highlighter and I'm going to highlight something. You're going to use the properties of logarithms here. And you're going to use the properties of logarithms here. And then you're going to use the properties of logarithms here. So you're going to use property of logarithms here, property of logarithms here, and then property of logarithms here before you even start. Now, everybody in the classroom should know what anything to the 0 power is. Please don't disappoint me. What is e to the 0?
1.
E to the 0
is 1.
1.
1.
1. So everybody should be able to get the second part. It's this one that y'all going to sit and stare at for 15 minutes. I'm going to write it over here. Y'all notice I'm writing every single step out. Well, that's because a lot of you suck them on the left side. E to the natural log of 3 plus E negative 4 natural log of 3 over 4 minus 5/4. Somebody tell me what happens here. Oops. Somebody tell me what happens here.
The E and natural log cancel out.
That's what I hear. Do y'all hear me talking like that? I don't know who that was, but you got to realize this is virtuality. I need you to articulate, please, a little bit more than you usually do. What happens here? Hey, Miss Diaz. Somebody said something. Say it again, please. What?
The E and natural log cancel out and become
The
3.
E and natural log cancel out due to the properties of natural logarithm and E. Log base E. And the 3 drops down. Now, what am I going to do? I highlighted this part right here first. Properties of logarithms. What am I going to do with that negative 4 natural log of 3? That means I want somebody to say something. What?
Could you make it natural log of 3 to the power of negative 4?
And what, Mr. Sequoia, what rule or what property, you just said it, the PO what? The what rule?
Would it be the power rule?
Power rule. I'm going to rewrite this E to the natural log of 3 to the negative 4th power over 4. And again, what happens to the E in the natural log?
Cancel.
And that 3 to the negative 4 drops down.
Yeah, but should it be over negative 4, the denominator?
It should, yeah, probably. Hold on, where did, yes, no, the negative and the negative, the 2 negatives right here make a what?
They make a positive. Okay.
2 negatives right here make a positive. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's going to be 3 to the negative 4 over 4 minus 5 over 4. And this is going to come downstairs. So 3 over 1 plus 1 over 3 to the 4th times 4 minus 5 over 4. 3 to the 4th is 81. 81 times 4 is 243, I believe. Somebody tell me if that's true or not.
You said 81 times 4?
Yeah, 81 times 324.
Yeah.
Help me out. Is it 324?
Yeah.
1 will go into 324. 324 times 324, 972. Somebody check me, please.
Yes.
4 will go in there. 81 times 5 is 405. Somebody check me, please. Did somebody check the 405?
Yes, sir. That looks right. That's what I got.
973 over 324 minus 405 over 324. 572 over 324. And they're both even, so that can be reduced. Somebody tell me what y'all get.
Hubert, I got 568 over 324.
Yeah, that's what I got.
That's good. Okay, 568. I'm sorry. What did I do wrong?
You just did.
973.
Yeah.
Okay, I just added wrong. 568. And that would be what? 142 over 81? And somebody tell me what 142 over 81 is.
About 1.753.
1.753. All right, do it on your calculator. Do it on your calculator to check it. Miss Diaz, how are the cupcakes? How are the cupcakes? Are they good?
Oh, I don't have any. I wish I did.
I thought y'all made cupcakes. Y'all don't make cupcakes?
What do you mean?
I thought where you work, I thought that's what y'all made. What do y'all make there?
I'm a summer RA. I'm covering somebody's shift a little unexpectedly. There was like a work emergency, so I'm kind of I sit at the desk and check people in and out.
I
thought you were at work.
I am, but it's not cupcakes. That would be fun though.
I thought you worked at a restaurant.
I think you're talking about Miss Rodriguez.
Yeah.
That's who I'm thinking of, Miss Rodriguez.
Yeah.
But she don't talk to me anymore, so.
Oh no.
She don't come to class no more, so.
Oh man.
I think Hollywood pissed her off. Mr. Parrish pissed her off, I think. All right. He's not listening. So let's take our handy dandy calculator. And we got everything right here. So let's just punch everything in. Math, antiderivative, from 0 to the natural log of 3. And where's my setup? E to the x minus e to the negative 4x. So e to the x minus e to the negative 4x. And dx. And we want to see 1.753. Look there, it's a miracle. Y'all are starting to scare yourselves, aren't you? Some of y'all can actually do this. And it's starting to scare you, isn't it? That's okay. You'll be okay. Some of y'all haven't ever been able to understand this stuff and you're doing it and it's scaring the piss out of you. All right, so that's one. Let's do another one out of the homework. I know I don't have much time, but let me find one. Oh, here's one that y'all run away from. Let me just pull it up in the homework. And for those of y'all that need to know, that was 6.23912. That was 6.23912. There it is. 6.23912. Is that a test question? Yes. Why? Because it's confusing and y'all stop it before you even start it. And it's not that confusing. It's really simple. All right, here is 6.24714. Find the region of area described here. All right, so what's the first thing you're going to do?
Graph it.
Graph it. Go ahead and graph it, because you're not going to be able to tell anything unless you graph it. So minus 20, so you know you've got a y-intercept of negative 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20, negative 20. Absolute vodka, absolute value. What does all absolute values look like? A V. That's why vodka and values start with a V. So y is equal to absolute value of x minus 20. And y is equal to x over 3. Well, that's the same thing as 1/3 x, which means it's going like this, and it's crossing at the origin, and it's shallow because of the 1/3. Maybe a little bit off, but it's general idea. Now, what do we remember about absolute values if we're wanting to solve an equation? Can somebody remember your algebra?
The absolute value, that's not the y-intercept. That's the phase shift.
Oh, yeah, that's a shift. My bad.
Yeah, the y-intercept would be outside.
Okay, you're right. Let me redo that. I thought it was the vertical shift. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You're going to fail this class. All right, so that'll be a positive 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go. And there we go. How's that? Is that better? So we got a spot right here we got to find. And a spot right here we got to find. And remember, you got two opposite lines. So we got to find this point too. Because you got a negative slope and then you got a positive slope. So that has to be in there too. So what do you remember about absolute value, solving equations of absolute value? Somebody tell me what you remember from algebra when you're trying to solve an equation with absolute value. You have to set it equal to the what and the what? The positive and the what? The negative. So what do we say? X, what was it? X minus 20, X minus 20, and X minus 20. So one line is X plus X minus 20. And the other line is negative X plus 20. So there's your two lines. Here's the negative X plus 20. And here is positive X minus 20. Okay, because this is your positive slope. And this is your negative slope. So I'm going to take my green highlighter. And since this is positive, that's going to be that way. And since this is negative, that's going to be this way. Now you know this number. This number is 20. What am I doing right now? I'm filling in the what? I'm filling in the blanks. I'm filling in what we know and what we don't know. So we know that this area right here goes from this number to 20. Everybody with me? And this area right here goes from 20 to this number right here. Everybody with me? All we have to do now is find these numbers because you got your dominant line right here. Your dominant line is 3x. So we can go ahead and say the dominant line is 3x. So this side is negative x plus 20, and this side is x minus 20. So you know what to subtract. You just need to know what? You just need to know these two numbers. So I've got to set this one equal to 3x, and I've got to set this one equal to 3x. All right, do it.
Wouldn't be the dominant, Hubert, wouldn't the dominant be x over 3?
Or is our region? Here's our region. What line is above the region?
You've got the equation for the line is 1/3 x, not 3x.
Is it 1/3 x or 3x? What is it?
I thought that's what the problem
was.
Thank you. 1/3 x. 1/3 x. There you go. Sorry. I suck. So x minus 20 is equal to 1/3 x. And negative x plus 20 is equal to 1/3 x. And bring this across the river. And take this across the river. Three thirds x minus 1/3 x is equal to 20. 2/3 x is equal to 20. Multiply by 3/2. Multiply by 3/2. X is equal to what? 30. 20x, or 20 is equal to 3/3. That's going to be 4/3 x multiplied by 3/4 multiplied by 3/4. X is equal to 5 times 3 is 15. Let's see if it makes sense. Is 15 less than 20? Yep. Is 30 more than 20? Yep. All right, let's do the setup. The setup, we're going to do since we read from left to right, I'm going to do the pink line first. Antiderivative from what to what? Somebody give me the numbers for the blue area. From what to what?
15 to 20.
Good job. Mr. Parrish, you were saying you were going to fail this class. 15 to 20.
Class ain't over yet.
Of what? What's the pink line? Somebody tell me what the pink line is. Negative x plus 20. The dominant line is 1/3 x because it's above. So that's going to be 1/3 x. If I could get my paper to work. 1/3 x minus parentheses negative x plus 20 dx. All right, you do the second one. All right, plus the antiderivative from where to where?
Would it be from 20 to 30?
20.
20 to 30. What's dominant? 1/3 x minus what?
X minus 20.
X minus 20. All right, go to it. I'm going to leave this up so you can see where I got everything. Leave that up a couple of seconds. So we've got antiderivative from 15 to 20, 1/3 x plus x minus 20 dx plus 20 to 30, 1/3 x minus x plus 20, 15 to 20, and this is going to be, what is that, 4/3 x minus 20 plus minus 2/3 x plus 20 4/3 x squared over 2 minus 20x evaluated at 15 and 20 plus negative 2/3 x squared over 2 plus 20x evaluated at 20 and 30. One half times 4/3 x squared minus 20x from 15 to 20 plus negative 2/3 times 1/2 x squared plus 20x evaluated at 20 and 30. We're going to keep going, and those of you need to leave to go to work, I'm going to finish this problem for you. Just make a note that I was here, or tell me that, or put in the chat that you were here. Please, if you got to go to work, I've got about 2 more minutes, and I'll let y'all go. And that's going to give me That's going to give me 2/3 x squared minus 20x evaluated at 15 and 20 plus negative 1/3, and you can put a minus here if you wanted to, plus 20x evaluated at 20 and 30. Two-thirds parentheses squared minus 20 times parentheses minus 2/3 parentheses squared minus 20 times parentheses plus negative 1/3 parentheses squared plus 2 times parentheses minus negative 1/3 squared plus 2 parentheses, and I'm going to plug in 20 here and here and 30 here and here and 15 here and here and 20 here and here. And that's going to give you 800 over 3 minus 400, which is going to be 1,200 over 3. Somebody check my math. Minus 15 times 15 is what? 225? Somebody check me. That should be 450 over 3. 450 over 3. Somebody check my math. 20 times 15 is 300. That'd be 900 over 3. Y'all check me, please. Let me know if I've done anything crazy.
You're doing good so far.
Plus 30, that's 900, negative 900 over 3, plus 20 times 30 is 600. No, that's 60, isn't it? 60 over 3 is 180 over 3, minus 400 over 3, negative 400 over 3, plus 1,200 over 3. Eight minus 1,200 is negative 400 over 3, minus 450 over 3, plus negative 900 plus 180 Negative 620, please help me. Over 3.
720.
720, thank you. Plus or minus 800 over 3. But that's going to be, well, let's see. And that's going to give us negative 950 over 3 plus negative 1520 over 3, which is going to be negative 2420 over 3. What do y'all say? Is that what y'all got? Somebody give me, I ain't worried about the negative. What is 3? Let's say 3 are going to 24. 8 times 8, and then 0, and then 6, and 2/3. Somebody check me.
That's right.
Let's see what the calculator says, and those that want to leave can leave. I'm going to check it with the calculator. So let's take the calculator, and let's see if we have n extra. We don't have an absolute value, so let's go ahead and put it in. Absolute value, for those that don't know how to do it, math, number, absolute value of x. Is it x minus 20? I think it's x minus 20.
Yes, sir.
And then the other one is 1/3 x. 1/3 x. So let me clear it. Clear that. 1/3 x. Get back. There we go. To clear. 1/3 parentheses 1 divided by 3 close parentheses x. And there it is. You know what it looks like there. I mean, it doesn't look like that. You have to drop. Oh, I got to take the x out. Let me take the x out. Clear. There we go. And you have to zoom standard. Do a zoom 0. Zoom 6. That looks more like it. Now you have to zoom out to get it. I'm not going to worry about that. All right, now I'm going to set up the integral. So math, integral from, you're going to have to do it 2 separate ones. Let me go back and find my, there we go. 15 to 20, so that'd be 15 to 20 of 4/3 x, 4 divided by 3 x minus 20 and dx. 16.67, write that down, or you could store it. We'll store it, stow, alpha, left side. Left would be what? Right there. That's the left side. And now let's do the right side. So math, antiderivative, and we're going to go from 20 to 30 of negative parentheses 2/3 close parentheses x plus 20 and dx. And add to alpha L. We got 50, so we're way off. So y'all have to find out where the error is. 50 is the actual answer. I must have got something wrong somewhere. And you can see that the tedious math is where you lose a lot of your points. Okay, that's why you need to know how to check it. And you're welcome. All right, so let's let's see if 50 is it. Yay, 50's answer. Calculator saved us on that one. All right, y'all find the error. Let me pull up the handy dandy attendance. Miss Diaz was here. I got to count her in another class. And thanks to Tri-County Tech, I haven't even logged in and they logged me out. So hold on a minute. I'm going to try to pull it up right quick.